Hi everyone, I got on eventually. I went to click the go live and I had to re-sign in. So let's say hello. Hi Jamie, hi Bee, hi Heidi, Miss Honey. Can you hear me and see me okay? It says I'm live, so I'm assuming I'm live anyway.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to put this in the freezer now. Maybe frosted.
Hi John, you can hear me and see me okay, can you? Hello and welcome. Yeah, okay, good. I wasn't sure. It said live, but there's always that delay, isn't there? So I went to click live and I had to put my password and everything in again. I was like, oh, so I'm a little bit late. So sorry about that. So how are you all? Oh, that's good, John. Are you all okay? How's your week been since I last spoke to you? Oh, hi Aidan. Hope you're well. Haven't seen you for a little while. Hi Aquamarine. Lovely to see you. Thank you both for stopping by. So how is everybody? Are you all right? My eyes are hurting, so I'm hoping I'm going to be okay. But if not, I'll have to cut it short. But I'm hoping they'll hold up for a little while. Eating munches. No, I haven't started on mine yet, John. It won't be long before I do, though, when I get off here. I've got a cream egg and some crisp waiting for me. You okay then, B? Yeah. It's just getting used to the chat being a bit slower than what you're talking. Wasn't you feeling well yesterday, Jamie? And what you got for breakfast today as well, by the way? I see that you at the top, you said you'd got your breakfast. Oh yeah, of course you are, John. Yeah, you got that hour in front, aren't you? Oh, I had a day like that yesterday. Aquamarine. I was cooking all day yesterday with my daughter. We made, was it yesterday or the day before? Cakes and day before yesterday, cakes and shepherd's pies and all that kind of thing. No, oh, migraine. Oh, not good. Breakfast, bake, eggs, mushrooms, bacon, zucchini, cheese, all baked up.
Yum.
Yum. My husband said yum. So that's the sort of breakfast he'd like, but I don't cook breakfast. Miss Honey said, I had a lovely snooze on the bed this afternoon. If I'd done that, I wouldn't sleep tonight. I can't sleep in the daytime, then go to bed and sleep. My husband can. He can sleep all day and all night, but if I had 15, 20 minutes in the daytime, I'd be awake 3-4 hours into the night and I'd be a nightmare. So your migraine's gone today then, Jamie, is it? So that's good. Nothing worse than migraines. I used to suffer from them all the time. You do a big pan of it and we have it all week for breakfast and sometimes dinner. Oh, very nice. I said I'd do him a fry up for his tea tomorrow night, but I cooked sausage and mash, bangers and mash today. That's what we had today. So have any of you done anything exciting, interesting, or just been stuck indoors? Yeah, it's a bit of a difficult period, isn't it? Are you still about, Heidi? I saw that your name was here. Are you still here? I have a roast going in the slow cooker, dear Jamie. Yeah, stuck indoors. Yeah, sounds about right, John, doesn't it? Yeah, I know what you mean, Miss Sunny. Yeah. My mum texted me earlier, she's going stir crazy. Now she lives on her own, you see. Luckily, she's got the 3 dogs for a bit of company, but it's driving her mad. Right, so I've got my cards with me. Hi, Butterfly Magic and Hot Tea. Thank you for stopping by. Nice to see you. So I've brought my cards with me, and I've got to get used to this. It's this way. There we go. Oh, no, I've gone too far. There you go. This is the, don't know if you've seen it. Wait, oh, keep going. Tarot Grand Lux. I love this one. I really enjoy this deck. Just trying to move away soon and then work on trying to get my small business off the ground. It's a crazy time to decide to move out, that's for sure. It certainly is, Aidan. I work for a mobile vet, but I'm high risk, so they took me off the truck. I'm doing paperwork. Well, at least you're safe doing paperwork, Jamie. That's the main thing. John says the kids are starting missing school and all their friends now. Yeah, my grandson was like that. Was it yesterday I was speaking to him? He's 5 and just turned 6, and he said that he wants to go to school, he's missing school. And then he said he wanted to come to Nanny's, which obviously he can't. So he said he was going to walk here. So his mum said, a bit far, you'll be walking for about 3 days. Yeah, I really like Marchetti. Yeah, me too, Heidi. The Gilded Tarot was one I was looking at, but in the end I went with this one. This way, yeah, this one. And I really enjoy working with this. And it's good when my eyes are bad because the images are so clear and quite big. So I do enjoy working with this. I've got the which way? This way. I will get used to this. I've got the oracle as well. What matches the back matches this back as well. Oh, there we go. I'm going to get used to this, haven't I? It's because when I do it on my phone, it's the same way. If I went this way, it'd go this way, but I've got to remember I'm going to do it opposite. But yeah, it's going to be a long time, I think, before the kids get back to school. I mean, my sons were supposed to be sitting their A-levels and my daughter had GCSEs this year, but they won't be doing either. No, I don't have the Dark Mansion, John. It was one that I did like the look of, but it was out of my price range. So I didn't get it. Have you got it? I've seen quite a lot of people do have that one. And like I said, it does look lovely. Yeah. Most people who have it do love the Dark Mansion. So I've had lots of people talking about it, and lots of people showing it. And when people do their favourite decks, they bring that one up. You've always homeschooled, have you, Heidi? But that's come in handy, really, hasn't it? Because they haven't got to adapt. Just the standard version. Yeah, because there was the expensive one, wasn't there, in the box and everything? No, I did like the look of it when I saw it when it came out, but I didn't get it. Anyone having used Tarot of a Haunted House? No, Miss Sonia, I haven't heard of that one. I can't say I've heard of that. Who's the artist on that one? The one I desperately want is the Slow Tarot. I love the look of that Slow Tarot, but it's with it being American time, you've put the custom charges on in the delivery. It takes it to nearly £100. Do you know what I mean? It's silly money. Yeah, really expensive. Yeah, exactly. No, I'm the same, Heidi. I haven't never heard of Tarot of the Haunted House. But it looks like B has, but then B knows a lot more decks than I do. I tend to only buy mass market myself. Mind you, I buy too many mass markets. Is it a new deck you've got then, Miss Honey, or one you're thinking about getting? Or is that one you like working with? I haven't really looked at my new deck today. I got the Goddess Dreams Oracle, and that looks lovely, but I haven't had a chance to really look at it. When my eyes play up, I don't like to concentrate too much. It's like you bought the Slow Tower the other day, did you, Jamie? But that was before I knew that your income was being reduced by 25%. Too late though. Almost too late if you've already done it, isn't it? Oh, it is mass market, is it, B? No, I've never heard of it. You've been thinking about it, have you, Miss Sunny? Yeah, Jamie, that is one that I would desperately like. If over here we have the Red Tarot, is it called, B? She sometimes does indie decks, but she hasn't got it in. I looked. It's not so much the price of the deck, it's the customs on top and the delivery that adds about £30–40 to the price. Just going to have a drop of my tea. My husband's made me a cup of tea. There we go. I'll have to have a look afterwards. I've never heard of it. Oh, popcorn finished now. Onto the wine gums. I can't eat popcorn. I usually have a bag of crisps and a cream egg. That cream egg's my favourite at the minute. I do like a cream egg, but then I'll go through stages. I'll eat certain chocolate and then I'll go off it and then I'll move on to another one. But at the minute, I'm stuck on cream eggs. A cream egg, Heidi. It's a Cadbury's cream egg. Have you never seen them? They're little about that. We were going this way, and I about that sort of size. And they're chocolate, and inside it's got like a fondant cream, very gooey and very sickly. Yeah, love cream eggs and a nice cup of tea. That's what I have, Miss Honey. I sit and suck it. I don't bite it. I sit and suck it. It lasts longer because they're only diddy, aren't they? You like crisps too, John, do you? Yeah, they sell the big party packs here. Yeah, that's what my husband likes. He likes the big party packs. Yeah, he likes the party packs. I can only manage a small one. My appetite doesn't be that great. But hubby can sit and eat an old big bag full. Yeah, that's how I've been as well, Aidan. I've been eating loads of chocolate and I did stop eating it for a long time there. But then I got the taste of it again and I haven't been able to stop. But I have miles too much chocolate now and I really shouldn't. Really shouldn't. So I've got my cards with me if anybody wants me to pull a card for them. Hi Karen, hi Kaleidoscope Tarot, nice to see you. Does any, well, those in the UK, does any of watch the Gino? I can't remember what they're called. The Gino Di Campo. Oh, I can't think of his name. 1 minute, Mike. What's them ones? Who else do it? Gino and who? No, can't think what they're called. But they're doing another series tonight. They travel around the world. It's quite funny. Oh, dinner's nearly ready, is it? Kaleidoscope, lovely. I've eaten mine. Who have I missed? If I've missed anybody, hello. I'm just trying to keep an eye on the chat, but sometimes my eyes just don't want to focus, so I struggle to see what's going on. But you'd love a card, would you, Heidi? Have you got a question you want me to ask? Is there any particular question you have for it or a particular area you're looking for? Because I haven't got my cards here. And I said I'd do one with chat a week and one with pulling the tarot. Oh, he said she wanted one as well, did she? I didn't see that. Yeah, exactly, Kaleidoscope. It's so easy to be at home all day and just keep going to the cupboard, isn't it? Yeah, so if you both put what these questions are, if you've got questions or whatever you're in, I'll have a look for you. Just give them a bit of a shuffle. Trouble with these is these is more talkative deck. They like to fly all over the place if I'm not careful. So if you've got a question, pop it into the chat. I better move that as I shall end up ending the broadcast. Shall I knock it? Will I stop buying decks? Well, I don't need the cards for that, mate. That's a no. You ain't going to stop buying decks. Ask another one. Yeah, Gino Gordon and thingy. Yeah, dinner date bloke. Yeah, they're on tonight, aren't they? New series. They're in America tonight, 9 o'clock. Couldn't think what they are. My head went blank. So, B, I don't need the cards to tell me you're not going to stop buying decks, mate. So let's have a look. Where was your question again, Heidi? I did see you ask a question there. Next steps on my path. Okay, shall we see what your next steps are on your path are? Right. I've also got my oracle here, so I'll pull one of each. Don't know if you've seen these ones. These ones are so grubby. I've had these, oh, wrong way. I've had these so long. And I've used these to death. And they're, oh, get away. There was one deck that I used to take a lot to the fairs and stuff like that. Right, let's have a look what these have got to say for you as well, Heidi. Right, Heidi. So what it's saying to me at the minute is, are you trying to do too much all at once? Because what they're sort of saying to me is that they're asking you to pick some particular area that you're really interested in, and choose something that you'll really enjoy doing it, something that's really going to be interesting to you. Because at the minute you're trying to balance too much. You've got, oh, this way, isn't it? You've got the Two of Pentacles, and you've also got the Justice. So to me, that is, oh, wrong way. Oh, this is going to drive me mad. There we go. That you're trying to do too much. You're trying to do too much. No, I'm going the wrong way again. There we go. If I put it in this hand, it'll be better. You're trying to do too much and not sticking to one thing. Does that kind of make sense to you? Are you one of these people who sort of bounce around from one thing to another? Yeah, that's spot on. Yeah, I'm going to say that's what they're basically saying to me. There's some things that you're going to need to leave behind. I know it's not actually telling you what to do next, but there's some things you've got to leave behind, mate. You can't keep doing too much. Right? Oh, which way? This way. Can't keep doing too much. You must have one area, because they're saying you've got one area that you particularly like doing, and that's the area that they want you to concentrate on, leaving all the other stuff around. Yeah, when stop bouncing around like Tigger, I do that too. They want you to basically leave behind stuff and concentrate on one area in particular. All right, it's not telling me what area, but it's something that you really enjoyed getting into, something that you're really enjoying studying and doing. Divert all your attention to that for the time being. Okay, that's what they're saying. So I hope that helps. I know it didn't give you your answer, but at least it's sort of, I've got a little fly in here. It was here the other day and it's driving me mad. So I hope that helps, mate. Right, so I saw there was a question for you, John, as well, wasn't there? I'm going to go and try and find it. Hi there, didn't see you come in. Hi Moon Tiger. Aidan, I'll add you as a moderator, mate, when I get the chance. But I've got to do it on my iPad because I'm going through StreamYard. Do you know what? I can't find your question, John. John, can you put your question in again? Sorry to be a pain, but I can't find it. It'll be quicker and easier if you just pop it in yourself again, if that's okay. Just one regarding current events. So is that the question? You just want a card about the current events, John, or was that not to me, something else? You want to know how Sunday will go, do you, B? Yeah. Bye, Karen. Thanks for popping by. A lovely dinner. Enjoy that. What's that, John? CV? Yes. So what's... I'll do you in a second, B. I'll just do John. And then you want to know how Sunday goes, don't you? Okay, so let's have a look. Just have a look for John. Events for John, please. Well, you had one jump out at me. I told you these were a talkative little deck, didn't I? Let's just... Talkative little deck this is. Right, you'll probably have to remind me of that. Oh. Right, so John, your question was about current event. Whatever this current event is, you're going to have... oh, crikey, I don't know how to... This way, isn't it? Yeah, it's the Six of Wands. So you're going to... come through whatever anything was going on, you're going to come out as a winner. Like, do you know what I mean? This is a good positive card to get. When I see the Six of Wands, that tells me that you know, whatever you've needed to overcome, you're going to overcome it and you're going to come out on top. And this is like the card of achievement and the card of being recognized and all the rest of it. So whatever's going on with you, it's all going to be turning out really good for you. Okay. And then you've got the Angel of Strength. So if you've had some difficulties, not only does this card tell me that you're going to come out fine, this card does as well. This card is all about having the strength to have got through challenges and anything like that. But you're going to come out the other side and you're very, very strong inside as well as, you know. It's a bit like the strength card in the tarot. It's all about that inner strength and being able to overcome any challenges and any conflicts or anything like that. And this tells me that everything is going to be fine with you. You're going to be the winner. You know, you're going to be recognised and everything is going to be cool. So I hope that helps. Right, so who do we have now? B, yeah. So you want to know how it's going to go Sunday, B? Is that what you said? Did you say that, B? You want to know how it's going to go Sunday? I hope that helped, John. Good. So let's have a look. See how will Sunday go for B? How will Sunday go for B? Okay, so, this way, isn't it? Try and hold it in front. We've got the king, I don't know if you can see here, you've got the king of swords. So on Sunday, there's going to be a lot of communication going on and a lot of focused energy. You've got to make sure that you keep your cool and keep focused on whatever you're planning on Sunday, because when the king of swords comes up for me, he's usually here to tell me that you need to stay focused, but also it's on about communication. There'll be a lot of communication and a lot of things to get through, but you need to keep your wits about you and stay focused. All right. And then you've got, this way, the man of coins. So I think on Sunday you'll be, this way, we've got the Knight of Cups. I'm not going to keep trying to do it because I'm just making a mess of it. And the man holding the coins. So for Sunday, when you've got to stay focused, there's going to be a lot of communication going on, but there's also going to be a visit from some gentlemen, and I think it's going to be a certain gentleman, because we've got the Knight of Cups here. So there's going to be a bit of romance in the air on Sunday, I think. But there could also be some news about finances as well on Sunday. But they also want me to tell you that you're going to get a rest from all the challenges that you've been facing. Okay, so all these fake challenges that you're facing, by Sunday, through this communication, what it's talking about, and staying focused, you're going to get some rest and respite away from the challenges that you've had. But there's also going to be a bit of romance coming in for Sunday as well. All right, this way. There you go. So there you go, B. You have a romantic Sunday, but whatever's going on Sunday, you need to keep your wits about you, and any challenges that you've been facing, you're going to get a rest and a bit of a respite away from it. Yeah, it is, John. It's the wisdom tree. John, the wisdom tree. Yeah, John, it's the energy deck. Oh, I tell you, my head just goes to frazzle when I come on here. Right, so who is the next one on the... Did you say Heidi? I see B, and I can see who was after B. So who is next? I hope that makes sense, B. But I think you're going to have a visitor again this weekend, mate. Yeah, it is the energy. I've had it years. I've had it a long time, the energy deck. Who is next on the list? I can't remember. Carol. Have you got a question, Carol? Please. Carol is next. Have you got a question, Carol? Just gonna have a puff. Just wait, because I know it takes a little while to kind of get through on the StreamYard. It's not automatic. So if you pop your question in the thing, if there's a question there already, then it's Lunar Ascension, Moon Tiger, and Drasma. Okie dokie. Just waiting for Carol's question. The tea's going cold, so I'm just trying to drink it. Is Carol still about? B, do you know if Carol's still there? And wait a minute, because I know it does take a few minutes to kind of come through on this chat. Just give the cards a bit of a shuffle. Hi, Connor.
Hi.
Is Carol still about?
What? Oh.
No, it's all right, I'm just
I thought you
talking.
didn't.
No.
Like, what is she saying?
No, I'm on live, mate. Okay, so bye, John, and thank you again for that lovely gift you sent me, and I will speak to you soon. Bye. It doesn't look like Carol is about, does it? So, Aidan, are you still about? Do you want to pop your question in? Just waiting for the question. Yeah, so if Aidan, if you put your question in, I did see it further up. What should I focus on for the next 2 days? Okay, let's have a look. What should Aidan concentrate for the next 2 days? Where should Aidan put his focus in the next few days? Put his focus in the next 2 days. See what the you got 2 there. 2 wanted to pop out and speak to you. So okay. So whoop. Oh God, where am I going? See, I'm off again. 1 minute. See if I can hold it this way. Can you see that, Aidan? Oh. So the energy cards have given you the door to spirit. Okay. So they want you to connect with the spirits. Okay. They're trying to get messages through to you. They're opening new doors for you, and they're trying to point you in the right direction. So I know you're very good at listening to spirit, as well as your own spirit. But what basically they're saying is there's some new opportunities that they want you to put your focus on, okay? Because you've got, here we go, the Ace of Pentacles, lots of new things opening up for you, a new beginning for you on that that level. And this is coming, is gonna, oh, there we go. It's the Four of Swords there. So it's going to be a time over the next few days that you're going to get a bit of a respite away from some troubles and that you've been facing, and some probably some anxieties and some issues. You're going to get a break from them. And while you get on a bit of a break, start putting your focus on listening to what Spirit's trying to tell you and where they're trying to point you in, the direction they're pointing you in, because it's going to lead you to a whole new beginning. Okay, so I know, like I said, Aidan, that you're very good at listening to spirit and connecting with spirit. So make sure over the next couple of days this is what you're doing, because they're trying to point you in the direction they want you to go. Okay, so look out for the signs, or meditate or connect with them, and they'll point you to these new beginnings, okay, that they want you to be noticing, because that's there for you. And you're going to get a bit of a respite from all this, what's been going on. All right, so there you go, Aidan. I hope that makes sense for you. Right, who is the next one? Moon Tiger. Have you got a question, Moon Tiger? Yeah, new beginning there. Look, I get Aidan. Yeah, 1111. Yeah, that's what they're trying to. They're sending you messages of the direction they want you to go down. But they're gonna give you a period of calmer. So things have probably been a bit hectic for you. They're going to give you a bit of a calmer couple of days for you to really connect and really see what these new beginnings are that they want you to put all your attention on. Okay, so yeah, they'll be sending you a lot more messages over the next couple of days, mate. Are you still there, Moon Taker? Would you like your question answered? It's Moon Tiger, then Drasma. Hi, Drasma. I don't think I've met you before. Hi, Rochelle. Thank you for coming by, mate. Oh, What should you focus most on in the next few days? So you would like to know also what you should be focusing on the next few days. Okay, we will ask. Facing the moon. Hi to that tarot lady. Thank you for coming by. Her energies in the next few days. Whoa! Oh, crying out loud. 2 secs. I told you they was chatty this deck. I'm not reading all them. There's too many. Right, let's give me 2. I'll see if it wants to give me a third one. Be chuck loads at me, Moon Tiger. Oh, there we go. Right, let's pull your thingy, then I'll pull a thingy, then I'll pull a thingy. You know what I mean. I'll pull you an oracle card, and then I will give you your reading. There we go. Getting posh. Well, I hope not, but I hope not, Moon Tiger, because there'd have been an awful lot that you needed to, because half a dozen went on the floor then. Right, let's have a look. Okay, so you've got this male figure, man holding money. So this is either money related or relationship related, because you've got the Lovers and you've got the Death card, so changes, and you've got the 6 of Swords. So when I see the 6 of Swords, that tells me that there's been some challenges going on in your life, that things haven't been easy and you're still trying to navigate this path, and there's probably a lot of anxiety regarding some situation that you're in, but you're moving away from that now. It's not going to be like all sunshine and roses straight away, obviously, because you've still got a bit to navigate to get through, but you're heading in the right direction. And like I said, the fact that he come out could mean that this is relating to relationships, or it could be relating to money, to finances, because to me, the Lovers is both. It can be choices to do with relationships, but it can also be choices to make with money. And there's some changes what's needed, but at the minute you'll probably been going through this period of a bit of upheaval, a bit of you know, when we're in the depths of change, everything's a bit hard, but that's going to be moving away, and it's going to bring a lot better things, because you're now moving away, but you've still got a little bit to sort of navigate your way through, but it's all going to turn out great, whether that's on the relationship level or the financial level. When he comes in, it can be either or both. But yeah, so that's what you should be thinking over the next couple of days, is know that you've just got a few more things you need to navigate to get out the way, and then you'll be on the way to the changes that you need in your life, and in a much better place than you have been lately. Hope that makes sense. So there we go. That was for Moon Tiger. So who was next after Moon Tiger? See if I can shuffle these without chucking them. Hi, the Cedar Creole. I don't think I said hello to you when you come in. Who was next on the list? Heidi, Drasma. Okay, Drasma, have you got a question? What is coming towards me in April, May? Lady Doctor. Okay. Oh, glad that's a relief for you, Moon Tiger. I think you've been through some challenges, but it's definitely coming good. Just a little bit more to get through. Okay, so Drasma, Dr. Asma, I said Drasma, it's Dr. Asma, would like to know what is coming for you in April, May. You're a Lady Doctor, okay. Oh, love Sully, Rochelle. It's a mad dog, but it's not your channel if there weren't no Sully. So, Dr. Asma, right, this coming from April, May 2020. Doctor. He always makes himself known, doesn't he, Michelle? He's like, woo, I'm here. April, May 2020 for Doctor. Sully always makes himself known, doesn't he? I think everybody who's watched Rochelle on her channel have met Sully. Right, let's have a look, see what these cards have got to say to you. So this is for Dr. Asma. Okay. So, there we go. That's the Eight of Wands. So there's going to be a lot of movement. There's going to be lots of things going on, lots of opportunities. But it's going to be a very busy April, May for you. Things are going to come at you from everywhere and anywhere. It's just going to be one of those crazy, mad periods of time where you're just going to be totally run off your feet. Lots of opportunities, lots of things to do, lots of ideas in your head, and it's just like a full-on couple of months for you. Oh, what have I done there? I pulled the wrong card. That's all right. But you've also got the Moon card. I needed to pull another one of those. You also got this is driving me mad, the Moon card. So these opportunities, what it's talking about, and these things that is going to become flying at you, you're not going to, they're going to come out of the blue, basically. You're not going to know, it's not really known to you at the minute. It's a path that you're not aware of. It's going to be new opportunities to take you down a different path, but it's not going to be a path that you know. It's going to be pretty unusual for you, I think, this one. It's very strange. Let me pull another one for you. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of hard work involved. So these opportunities, it's probably going to take you down a new path. You know, it could be staying in the doctor side of things, but it could be taking you down a different route, because it's showing lots of study. And the reason why I think that, because not only with the which way, this way, the Eight of Pentacles there, busy building and studying, you've also got the Thinking Woman. And when the Thinking Woman comes out, that again is related to knowledge and finding more knowledge and more book work and studying and everything to do with knowledge and studying, really. So with these coming out as well, with the Pentacles, hard work ethic, this one, and the Moon and the opportunities, I think you're going to go down a different path. What's going to involve more studying and needing more knowledge, or learning more knowledge, or studying more. But that's what it seems to be, that your April and May is going to be talking about, is studying more things and lots of opportunities to take on new routes, new ways of doing things, but definitely involves you having to study more and learn more. Yeah, you're doing gynae training. Yeah, so it's going to be a couple of busy months with your studies then, with your gynae training. That's what I'm seeing for you anyway. And also, I will mention this one because you come out as well. Financially, this might be rewarding, but if you're not in a relationship, then this may be another thing what will be coming along. And if it is a gentleman, it's somebody who is financially secure. All right, so there you go. So that's for Dr. Asma. What tarot deck? The tarot deck is Tarot Grand Looks. There you go. Tarot Grand Looks. I'm getting used to it now. Kiro Machete. That is the deck that I'm using, Tiaz. Yeah, eye candy card. Yeah. So, yeah, I hope that made sense to you anyway. Dear. So who have we got next? Or was that the last one? I don't know. I've not been able to keep an eye on the chat. But I know Heidi's very good at keeping an eye on the chat. Was there anything else? You're welcome. It's a lovely deck, Liaz. It's one of my favourites, especially when my eyes are dodgy, because the images are so, ooh, there you go, so clear. And it's so wide awake as well. So I do like it. So was that everybody who wanted a reading? Have I finished? Yeah, I love Kiro Machete decks, Rochelle. They're gorgeous. They really are. Yeah, it is. It is a lovely deck. And the card stock's really good as well. It's I think it's, yeah, US Games. I'll see you in the Hermit's Cave. I must go. Big love to you and all the wonderful rest of it. Yeah, speak to you later, Jamie, and thank you very much. And lovely to see you. Thank you for stopping by. What is the time? I've got 10 more minutes or so before I have to get ready for Simon's chat. Thanks again, Jamie. Bye. Was that everybody who wanted a reading, B? That's one of your favourites as well as the Singing Moon. Yeah, it's one of mine as well. It's a really lovely clear deck, I think. It's and it feels really nice as well. It's good quality card and what have you. And it shuffles lovely. Looks like it. Well, that's good. Then I've got a chance just to have a chat. No one else on the list. Okay, that's good then. Thanks, Heidi. Heidi, what you were saying about the Lover's card as your year ahead card. And instead of making a thingy video, I might as well have a chat now about it. The way I see it as my year ahead card is relationships. It's going to be a year of relationship, working on relationships, improving relationships, but also I think relationship with myself, doing a lot of work on how I see myself, what I think about myself, as well as everybody else. So I think it's just going to be a year of working on all kinds of relationships, not just, you know, lovers and what have you, and partners, but also with my children, with my parent, my mum, with my brothers, my sisters, you know, everybody like that, you know, just building on that relationship with all those people. That's how I see that 2020 is the Lover's card. Also, that might be a year of decisions, making a lot of decisions, because I also see the Lover's card as a choice, making choices and what have you. So that's how I see in the Lover's card as my year ahead. You got the star, did you? Oh, that's a lovely card to have for your year ahead, Moon Tiger. You're lovely. Hi, Mrs. Enchanted Channel. Yours is the world card, is it, Amethyst? Or Rochelle, I should say. Hope that helps, Heidi. But that's the way I see the Lover's card anyway. It's about, you know, working on relationships. And you might find that, you know, you outgrow some relationships and that'll come clear this year. And other relationships might grow and get deeper. Do you know what I mean? I think that's what it sort of talks to me about anyway. Yeah, yours was Justice, wasn't it, B? I remember that. You didn't work your card out, Miss Honey. Yeah, I did. And like I said, I got the Lovers. I think for me, mainly, it's going to be a lot of inner work, I think. Probably choices. So have you found anything from that world card for you, Amethyst, that, or Rochelle, that is kind of working for you or learning you anything? Oh, you got the Hermit, did you? Yes. Yeah, well, that's pretty accurate, isn't it? Because if you're anything like us, you won't be going nowhere for a while. Yeah, that's what it is for me, Heidi. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I think mine is as well. And probably needed too. You don't know, not yet. Probably all come clear as the year goes on. Sure, it's accurate for you, Theasia, exactly. But you'll not have much chance yet, I shouldn't think, Michelle, to see if yours is going to, not with us all being on lockdown. I'm assuming you're on lockdown or self-isolating, whichever way you want to look at it. I'm a bit of a hermit anyway, so it doesn't always it's just when you want to go and do something, then you can't. That's when it's hard, isn't it? Yes. So what are you all missing most? What you all missing? I'm missing being able to sort of just walk up to the local shops, because there's like a lovely witchy shop up there and a crystal shop. They're all closed, obviously, so I can't go up there. But I am missing that. I always think of the world card as things coming to an end of a cycle. So, but then it's like a cycle ends but continues. So it's like you come to an end of something, but you then continue, but in a different way. So like if you was making something, you come to the end of that project, the project's finished, it's done with, you've come full circle with doing that, but you then carry on to do something else. So it's a continuous circle. You're just going, but going from one thing to another. But I just think that for me, for the world card, if I got the world card for the year ahead, I would think that some things was going to come to its finality, if you like, its closure, and then that opening up to do other things. So it's like a continuous, as one door closes, another one opens, and then you do first circle with that, and that closes, then another one. And that's the way I see the world. It's like a continuous, but endings, but not endings in such that, like the death, but it sort of projects finished and moving on to the next project, that kind of thing. Makes sense. I think I make sense, but don't always. You've missed visiting your aunt and fast food, or we can still get fast food delivered. Going to the Lake District, yeah, I bet that's, you see, I'm really lucky, aren't I, living right next to the beach like I do. Yeah, hermit moments is quite healthy. I think that's the problem, isn't it? Because we're used to being able just to do things that we want to do, that when it's took away from us, even if we didn't always do it, do you know what I mean? Now it's been took after us, sort of like, no, you can't do that. You're like, oh, but I want to. But that's what I'm like anyway. Then I don't blame you then, Heidi. No, you've got to be very careful. Yeah, that's right, Michelle. Yeah, exactly. Like you're learning the tarot, but it comes to an end because you're then able to go out and teach the tarot. Do you know what I mean? It's a continuous, but a higher level. If like you say, you're learning a lesson and then you advance into the next stage. Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's how I see the world. As well as obviously travel, which you're probably not going to do this year. Yeah, it is, Theaz. It's lovely, isn't it? Because at least with the social distancing here as well, you can go to the beach and it's that big that you're not going to have to be near people. Yeah, I'm glad you see what I mean. I know what I mean, but I can't always put what I mean into words. But yeah, so that's what I see as the world. Continuous and development, but that's a cycle of learning over, and then you're just kind of moving on. Oh, you live next to the beach as well, Miss Sunny, but love the countryside more. I love both. I love the countryside and the beach, and I'm quite lucky because we've got the beach, but there's also an awful lot of countryside around as well. So I kind of get the best of both. It's a a beach, and it's in the countryside, sort of the other way, so it's quite good. Sea air is beautiful. Yeah, exactly. I'd like to visit forest. We haven't really got any forest around here. And where I lived before, there was a forest about an hour away, Sandringham, where the Queen lived. Occasionally she goes to Sandringham. You can walk around that, but that's quite far away from me now. I moved. But my boys don't like woods and forests and that sort of thing. They've got that, and because they're autistic, they don't like the feel of wood, the smell of it, or anything like that. You miss cuddling the neighbours' dogs. I see when I'm out walking, yeah. See, my husband walks ours. We've got 3 dogs. He takes them out. But you can't even go up and talk to dogs and that anymore, can you? It's just very, very, very strange world we're living in at the minute. I do love the sea air, though, I must admit. Yeah, it probably is why she's can't be. Right, it's a time, nearly 7 o'clock. So there's nobody needing a reading or anything, so I can put the cards away. But I'm loving that mermaid tarot that I showed earlier, and the Wildwood Tarot again. Hi Simon, thanks for popping in. Do we know what deck it is tonight, or is it a secret? Are you keeping it a secret till you go live? Yeah, have a lovely day, Rochelle, and thank you for stopping by. That's typical of YouTube at the minute, Simon. I'm having real trouble with, I'm not getting no notifications really. Even if people comment on my videos and what have you, I'm not getting it. I just go to it and then there's comments there that I haven't seen some days ago, because I've not been getting proper notifications now for about a week, I should say it is. It's very annoying. Oh, it's Llewellyn, is it? Lovely. I shall be there to watch that. So, what was it up against? Oh, it was up against Thingy, wasn't it? Been an hour now, Simon. I'm just about ready to get off, so I've got time to get ready for when you come on. But yeah, I came on about 6 or just after 6. Yeah, I think so as well, Fiaz, because I know my Facebook's been playing up as well. My daughter was sending me pictures last night in inbox, and it was just coming through blank. There were no images or nothing on there, and it keeps freezing on me as well. So I think it's playing up all over. Yeah, exactly. Simon, bloody YouTube. Yeah, I think it's, like I said, it's been playing me up for a while. I sometimes get notifications of lives, but when they've already started, but not often. But like I said, I'm not getting no notifications of nothing, not really. So most annoying, especially if you've got plans and you want to go and watch something. Because I didn't realise Becca come on early last night, because Becca come on early, didn't she? I popped on at 9, but she'd already come on, but I hadn't even got a notification to say she'd come on. I don't know what you mean, Redmoo 7. I feel like WWFC Banks stinks, to be honest. What's your opinion? I haven't got a clue what that is. Maybe somebody else there can help. Yeah, let's say I didn't get no notifications for either. Yeah, probably Moon Tiger. Cool, thank you. something to do. Yeah, I thought it was something to do with football, WWFC, but I'm not sure what. Well, I don't know. I ain't got a clue. Not a clue. I thought I'll still come on and do the live, and my eyes are still playing up a little bit, but at least it got me through. Football don't really interest me, Simon. What about you? I sometimes watch the FA Cup and things like that, or if England's playing the World Cup, but I don't really watch football. I don't really watch any sports, to be honest. I'm not really a sporty kind of lady. Oh dear. So, no, I'm not either. I grew up in a household where my brother and my dad was Manchester United mad. They were football mad, my brothers and my dad. So every Saturday, that was the days of when football used to be on ITV, and we used to have to take the results down with pen and paper and newspaper and that. My dad and my brothers used to watch that, and football at night time on a Saturday night. What a night to put football on. And they used to watch all that, but nah, it's never really fascinated me or intrigued me. I'm just not into football. Yeah, that's what world of sports, Simon. I couldn't remember what it were. I used to watch the wrestling because that used to make me laugh. That was so unbelievably staged. I couldn't stop laughing. Oh, your son supports him, does he be? Yeah, my dad and my brothers are Man United mad. Yeah, my dad used to as well, Moon Tiger, bless him. He used to watch, he used to get that involved. You'd hear him shouting at the street. Yeah, and I used to, when my dad was at the football match, because he used to go to Old Trafford to watch Man United play. And when he was at Old Trafford, I'd have to take the scores down for the newspaper. I'd have to put, so he could check his pulls when he come home. We never won, but he used to do that religiously every week. Those were the days, 1980s. Shows us our age, doesn't it? I still kind of keep an ear out for Man United because it's been born and bred in me, I think. Yeah, I think there's a lot of glitches on Facebook, Theas, as well as YouTube. I think it seems to be all over. I've noticed quite a few people saying the same on both of them. So it seems to be something going on. Yes, Simon, exactly. Yeah, and it'd have to be like, shh, I can't hear. If I get it wrong, Dad will go mad. Be quiet, shh. In that boring voice. I think I heard on the news today. I don't know if I heard rightly, but Eddie Large from Little and Large has died, isn't he? So it said on the news earlier. I caught a snippet of it, but I didn't catch all of it. Yeah, could be an algorithm thing as well. It's no tellings. All I know is my YouTube's been screwed up as well. Hi, Lady Knight. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, that's been happening as well, Heidi. Yeah. Oh, he was a good old age then, Simon, 78. I used to remember them from the 80s, Little and Large. I thought I heard something. Yeah, I used to like Little and Large because the other one, he passed away a little while ago, didn't he? But I thought I saw in the news that Eddie Large had as well. I started off with Facebook, so I still tend to kind of keep going back to Facebook. I can't get to grips with Instagram. I'm not very good with Instagram because it has to be done on my phone, I think, and the writing's that little. I really struggle with Instagram. It really is difficult for me to post things on there, so I'm not really got into Instagram. Mind you, it looks good, but like I said, I just can't. Yeah, I know you love Instagram, don't you, B? You do all the things. Bye, Miss Honey. Enjoy your bath and your raspberry vodka. Enjoy. Have a nice relaxing times. Hi, Wendy. I'm a laptop girl. A phone is just too tiny. Yes, Ev, I am. I have got an iPhone, but the writing's just too small. It's just way too small. And everything, you know, all the hashtags, and you have to hashtag no end of different things to get it out there, and it's just too much for my eyes. I'm trying to do it, but no. So I don't tend to go on there too much. Yeah, that'd be nice, Theaz. Yeah, have you back on YouTube. Be nice to have you back on there. I think I'd be lost without YouTube now. It's become so much a normal part of what I do. I think I'd be lost. No, I've got it on the largest B. Keeping well, Wendy. I hope you are too. It'd be nice to see you back on YouTube, Theaz. I couldn't imagine not doing YouTube now. Many times over the last few months, I've sort of like, oh, I'm giving this up, but I never do. I could easily give up Instagram because I don't do it, and I could probably easily I couldn't give Facebook up because all my kids are on it. YouTube is your main source of entertainment and information, Lady Night. Yeah, I'd be lost without it as well. I don't really watch much TV, to be fair. I'm usually on YouTube. Very rarely do I put my TV on. There's always something to watch on YouTube, isn't there? You can find everything you want on YouTube. Yeah, I think you've been missed, Theaz. It'd be nice to have you back. Yeah, to give up YouTube now, Simon. Yeah, I bet. Because what is it? 3 years? Was it? Did you say when you done your birthday? When the other day, your channel birthday? 3 years. That's a long time, isn't it? I mean, I've been on here about 18 months now. Wow. Oh, you've just posted your hug decks. I'll have to watch that. Thank you for doing it. I shall watch that later when I've watched Simon, because Simon will be going live at 8. Yeah, I've made a lot of friends on here as well, Simon. I couldn't imagine not doing it anymore. I see you posted a video the other day, Heidi. Are you going to start putting content up now? Yeah, it's a good idea, Moon Tiger. Then you've always got it if you want to start posting again, haven't you? Instead of having to start from the start again, because it's not easy to build up, is it? Oh, you put up 2. I only saw 1. I'll have to make sure I go and watch the other one. And more coming. That's good. Yeah, cool. I started my channel in, I think it said on there, June 2018, but didn't start posting till later in the year. I used it to start with just to sort of stalk people like Simon and Kelly and what have you. Yeah, that's right, Lady Night. It's if you haven't got nobody in your area what is into tarot or anything like that, then it's very hard not to have somebody to discuss it with. I know when I started in early 1990s, there was nobody around who had anything to do with any of it. No spiritual stuff at all. It was just a little town with Methodist Church, Church of England churches, Catholic churches, nothing's, you know, on the spiritual side of what we do. And it was very difficult. Yeah, I remember you saying, Simon, that you was two-spirit, but then it had the meaning or something, didn't it? So you changed it. I think that's the wonderful thing about Heidi, about YouTube. People do enjoy what they're doing, they enjoy what they're sharing, and they like people to get something from it. So I think it's, you know, it is, like you say, freely given, and it's just a wonderful place to pick up tips and to learn things and to just to share with other like-minded people. I wasn't around when you was Two Spirits. When I came on, you was already Simon at the Hermit's Cave, because you was one of the first ones I found, along with Kelly, Truth and Story. And I'm not sure which one was first. I think you were more or less both together. And you two was the only two that I watched for a long time. I didn't realise there was a whole community. It surprised me just how many people was, you know, after being in a small town and nobody really into tarot, then to have this community full of people who did it, it was quite surprising, really. But great as well, do you know what I mean? Because it is nice to be able to connect with other people who are into the same stuff. Yeah, I found Kelly and Simon. I can't remember which way round it was. I was on one of the videos when down the side popped up the other one, so that's where I clicked on. So yeah, that's how I found both of them, but I can't remember whose video I was watching. I know that I'd Googled a deck that I was thinking about buying, and it come up on that they were doing a walkthrough. How long is it, Thea, since you'd actually left YouTube? It must be a good 8 months, mustn't it? 6 to 8 months? I think it might be, Simon, don't you? I think if the shutdown, lockdown, whatever you want to call it, isn't lifted May, June time, I think it might be too late for the season. And sadly, I think some businesses might, you know, go out because they rely on the summer season, don't they? Yeah, exactly. People like Rob, I know he does a little bit online, but it's not the same as all those holiday makers. That's, you know, the little seaside towns like this, they rely on their holiday makers in the summer season for the winter, when there isn't so much going around in winter. So it's going to be hard. So I just hope that it's lifted sooner rather than later, so they can still get at least a few of the months in. Yeah, I thought it was about 8 months, Diaz. Yeah, I bet it did, Heidi, because you're from the same kind of background as Simon, aren't you? I joined that church in, I can't remember what year it was, but 2006, I think. I was visited by the elders, and I got really friendly with a couple of the elders from America, and they used to just come around and chat to me. Before I knew it, I was being baptized, but it didn't last long. When they want you to join, they're the friendliest people going. Once you join, they're not so friendly. You didn't know that, Simon? What, that I was part of the Mormon church? Well, I suppose I still am, because I've been baptized. But yeah, it caught me at a time when I was doing a bit of soul searching and not knowing which way forward. And like I said, that time I didn't know anybody who was into all this kind of stuff, so it was all, and I kind of got sucked in. And they were very friendly, took me under their wing. But once you join, then it all stops. Oh, you had your records removed, did you? I might have to do that. Yeah, please. But would you put it on out there?
I'll do what I done last time.
Yeah. They still try and contact me. They do send me messages, usually through Facebook, asking how I am. Obviously now I've moved, they won't be able to knock on the door like they used to, but they still message me sometimes to ask how I'm doing and what have you. Yeah, See, I started doing it with them. Luckily, I didn't baptise the boys or Neve, so they're not been baptised. They did ask if they could come and speak to them, and they did speak to them, but my boys and Neve wasn't interested, so. You could have moved them after your dad passes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to say I haven't been Simon for, must be 5-6 years, I should think. I think last time I went, but they still keep contacting me. And the trouble is, there is a couple of nice people there, and I do like them. And in the town where I come from, where I was born and bred and whatever, yeah, they undertakers and everything. They're the main undertakers in the town and that. So I've had dealings with them from my nan and my dad and what have you. So they're always about, and they're nice people, but it's just not for me. I mean, my auntie, she's been in the church since she was about 20, so she's been in the church about 40 years now, if not more. Yeah, there was some nice people, Simon, and like I said, I've still got a couple on my Facebook, and they know what I am now, and they don't really pay much attention. But it used to be funny though when they used to just come round and be sitting in my living room, and I'd have my altar in the corner and everything, and my broomstick and everything up. They didn't know where to look. It was quite funny. Yeah, exactly, lady night. Yeah. But some of the people in the actual church where I went was questionable as well. Preached one thing and done another. That's horrible though, Heidi, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I don't understand why people can't have their own opinion and, without losing friends and losing family and all the rest of it. It is awful. You must have been very lonely though, Heidi, very lonely. Especially with such a close community like that, to be dumped by everyone. Do you know what I mean? That must have been pretty hard. Yeah, tarot lady, yeah. Becca's pagan microwave. Yeah, that did make me laugh, but then Becca does make me laugh anyway. Can't have a pagan microwave. You don't know what she's been cooking. Crazy, some people. You loved watching experiment channels on YouTube, some really cool channels. Interesting to see them go through the transition. Yeah. I had a high school friend who was a Mormon. I'll never forget the day she tearfully told us that she couldn't hang out with us anymore. Oh, isn't that awful? It's not nice, is it? Hi, Tarot Girl Live. Yeah, Heidi, you'll always have this community, which, you don't have to grovel and bow and scrape to be part of this one, do you? Like you had to those ones. If your face didn't fit and you didn't, do as you was told, then no, it wasn't for me. How long was you part of it, Simon? I guess you was all your life, Heidi. Was you born into it? Oh, what you brought that like tarot lady? I was on there looking today to see if she'd done the slow tarot, but she hasn't got it. Bye, B. Years. Yeah, I thought Heidi, you said that it was all your life. Yeah. 3. Wow. They knocked on my door. I think my youngest was about 3 actually when they knocked on my door. Just a book. Don't think she does the slow tarot. I don't know if she'll get it in or anything, or if she's had it in the past, but I did look because getting it from America would be way too much.
outside.
Yeah, it's all right. No, I was never allowed to go to the temple, Simon. That was only for, we were, that somebody told me we'd been baptized about a year, about a year, 18 months. Somebody told us that we wouldn't be a part of that until we'd been there 5 years. Once you was there 5 years, then you was classed as part of their.
We was classed as outsiders.
So we were still classed as outsiders. So we was never invited to the temple. More shopping in the book. Yeah. Yeah, 5 years, they told me. You had to be part of it for 5 years. And then we'd be allowed to go to the temple and all that sort of stuff. I don't know, it could have just been the area that we was in, Peterborough. There was 2 different wards, and there was funny people, like I said, some nice ones, but some weird ones. No, they didn't tell me that, Lady Night, either. Like I said, when we first started going, when they was trying to get us to get baptised, they was all really nice, inviting us around there for family evening, for pizza and, all that sort of stuff. But soon barbecues and all that kind of stuff. And my husband used to play football with them, even though he didn't like football, with the missionaries and what have you. They was very, very friendly. But once we was baptised, it all changed. It wasn't very nice. Like I said, there was a handful what was really nice, but we probably just didn't toe the rope what they wanted. Do you know what I mean?
You were still smoking as well.
Yeah, we were still probably doing things we shouldn't. What was classed wrong by them. Do you know what I mean? But hey ho, we learned, and we won't be going back. Yeah, I bet it is. If it's been that long, Simon, is your mum still part of it, or is she left as well? So you decided to leave then, Lady Night? Yeah. I tried holding off. I kept saying no and I kept saying no, but the trouble was I got really friendly with our missionaries, and actually I'm still in touch with one of them now, and his wife, because he went back, obviously got married and got children, so we're still in contact occasionally with them now. So that was my downfall, getting too friendly to him. He was like another son, do you know what I mean?
I mean, they take him.
I know when the missionaries used to come to me, they wasn't allowed to watch TV or anything, but I think they've lessened it a little bit for them, from what I could gather from the last ones who come to see us. Was your mum the stricter one of the 2 then, Heidi? See, my auntie, she's been one for about 40 years, but my uncle, he never joined. He wanted nothing to do with it, so she goes by herself. And they have 2 daughters. One of them is part of it, the other one isn't. She was insanely strict, was she? And your dad not so much so? I just think it's a pretty cold religion as well. Do you know what I mean? I know when this young missionary who I got close to was going back to America. He come to see us the night before he was due to leave, and he gave my husband a hug, and he said, you know, I'd really love to be able to hug you, but I can't. So he said, all I can do is shake your hand. You know, they're not allowed no comfort as such while they're away. And to me, that is just so cold. Oh, that's what I mean, Heidi. It's crazy, isn't it? Totally crazy. What does it matter? Do you know what I mean? But it's some strange folks all around the world, in each to their own, I suppose. But it wasn't for me. You know, that was enough for me, the short time I was. And it's nearly 7:30, so I better go get ready for my munches before Simon comes on to show me the Llewellyn deck, what will get me going by and again, I should think. Yeah, I'm off as well now, Theaz. Thank you for stopping by. I need to go and get myself sorted before Simon gets on. Find my cream egg and some crisps and whatever munchies I decide. Oh, some ice cream. I'm going for a tub of ice cream tonight as well. Thanks, Heidi, for stopping by. Thanks, Simon, for stopping by, and Cedar Crowd and everybody else. Moon Tiger's Path. Thank you all for coming by. I'll be back Monday, and I'm going to do some bits about past lives on Monday. If you're interested in talking about past lives and what have you, I'll bring my cards and that with me, and we'll have a discussion on past lives. Thank you, Cedar Krill. I will. I'm going to go and rest them now and sit and stuff my face for half hour. Bye, Wendy, till Simon gets on. So thanks again, everybody, for coming by. And sorry it was a bit rambly, but next time I will have something prepared and we'll talk and discuss past lives. Bye. Thanks for coming. Bye.